भाई, ओ भाई, ओ भाई। अरे रे मॉन्टी म्यूजिक। स्वागत है रे स्वागत। भाई तेरी मैटर हो रहे रे मेरे साथ। एक गया तो एक तैयार ही रहता है मेरे। चलता है, इतना चलता है। बे ये रुक जा भाई। मत कपाल में जाती थी। ओके, इपिक गेम्स प्रेजेंट। दिख रहा है क्या? लिख रहा है कि नहीं? दिख रहा है। गाइस तो अपन जा रहे टाइम्स एंड पनिशमेंट शेरलॉक होम्स का गेम है। तो स्वागत आप सभी का एक के साथ एकदम। आवाज़ वगैरह एकदम परफेक्ट है, वगैरह परफेक्ट है। सुन रहा है? एक सेकंड ज़रा, एक सेकंड। चेकिंग्स चेकिंग्स। ओके। अरे सत्ता राठौर जी, वेलकम वेलकम, स्वागत है आपका स्ट्रीम पे। आइए, रुको ज़रा। ओके, अपन शुरू करने जा रहे हैं न्यू गेम। तो बाय द वे गाइस, ये मैंने गेम परवा खेला, शायद परसों, मतलब कल नहीं खेला, परसों के दिन खेला था। भाई पता नहीं डिस्कॉर्ड के साथ किसको क्या मैटर ही लेना देना भाई। क्यों मेरा ही डिस्कॉर्ड क्यों मिला तुमको? हाँ, तब दूसरा डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर करो ना, जो करना है करो ना, मेरा ही डिस्कॉर्ड क्यों? क्या बात, हैक कर दिया गाइस किसी ने? दिल्ली तो क्या कहता भाई, कुछ नहीं, अपन नया सर्वर बनाएंगे भाई। कुछ नहीं कुछ नहीं कुछ नहीं, ना कोई सीनिच नहीं है। कहता भाई वेलकम गाइस, जो भी आ रहे हो। ये तो चलो गाइस, अपन शुरू करने वाले हैं अपना गेम। भाई आज घर पे कोई नहीं, इसलिए मैं बहुत चिल्ला के खेल रहा हूँ। अच्छा गावात इधर आड़ा काका, बाजूला आवाज जरा जरा सांभाळा। हाँ चलो। इन मेमोरी ऑफ यूके हेवेनली 100। ओ भाई, ए भाई म्यूजिक। आई राष्ट्रीय म्यूजिक भाई, कॉपीराइट नहीं दे दो। मैटर होगा, मैटर होगा, मैटर होगा। इतना इतना सुनने का भाई, रिस्क कौन लेगा? रिस्क लेने का ही नहीं है भाई। ओ हम्म है ना, लेकिन कोई टेंशन की बात नहीं है ना, एकदम पद्धति। सब ठीक है, सब ठीक है, सब ठीक है, कोई टेंशन। रिडक्शन स्पेस आइकॉन अपीयर्स ईच टाइम क्या? पार्ट 4 चैप्टर।
Holmes.
ओए भाई, ऐसी कौन प्रैक्टिस
Holmes, will
करता है
you
भाई?
stop that?
ये क्या शेरलॉक होम्स?
You Stop, Holmes!
ओए
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And
भाई
you
दूसरा
almost
कौन
killed
हंसना
me.
है अरे काय सो
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
confidence step handcuffs and step avoided Victor listed
Ah, Lestrade. What is it this
ओके
time?
ओके थोड़ा इंग्लिश में
He can
कमजोर है
see
लेकिन
me.
चलता है उतना चलता है
Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes.
ये मराठी एकदम परफेक्टली
Gentleman
बोल
by the
लेता
name
है
of
कोई
Peter
टेंशन की
Carey,
बात ही
also
नहीं
known
है
as
मेरे
Black Peter, has been murdered.
A
शेरल्या
sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's
Oh,
the
well.
only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning. I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I
गाइस ये
missed
स्टोरी
4
मोड
out
होगा
of
तो
10.
थोड़ा बोरिंग
Given you were
लगेगा लेकिन मजा
blindfolded,
आएगा
that was
मजा
very
आएगा ये
good.
गेम थोड़ा है ना मतलब दिमाग
Can I
चलने
have a
वाला गेम है
try?
तो थोड़ा मजा आएगा
Am I the only
देखने में
sane
मजा
one
आएगा
here?
एकदम
I suppose that
Missing
Watson
it.
is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest Row in Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The Merry Men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
ओ भाई एंड गाइस अभी अपन को है ना अपन को किसी को ढूंढने का है चलो गाइस चलो 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 टास्क investigate the murder of Harry, check the crime scene, Woodman, select a suit to wear using your personal wardrobe and join Estrad at Woodman's Lee.
I cannot leave.
करनी है क्या?
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the
निक
mess
नहीं
you've
नहीं
made
नहीं
here.
इज्जत ही नहीं है अरे साहिल वेलकम स्वागत है वेलकम वेलकम भाई मैंने बना लिया है सर्वर अभी कोई रिस्क नहीं लेने वाला मैं कोई रिस्क नहीं लेने वाला भाई तेरे को क्या गाइस मेरे बाल है ना ऐसा एकदम पर एकदम कुरड़े कुरड़े समझ रहे हो इतनी नहीं क्लासेस में ये नहीं कोणता गेम खेळतोय अरे हा गेम आहे ना क्राईम अँड इन्स्पेक्शन असं काहीतरी नाही क्राईम अँड पनिशमेंट असं काहीतरी होम्स ओ भाई टोपी रखते हैं अपन टोपी फेशियल ईयर नहीं है इंटरेस्ट नहीं है ये कपड़े पहनते हैं ये पहन के नहीं जा सकते क्या ये गाउन टेलर आउटफिट ओ भाई ये तो जादूगर हो गया बटन सूट शूट शूट अरे सूट रे सूट तेरी बोबड़ी बढ़ रही है आज तोतली तोतली ऑल सेट चलो पाउडर पाउडर वगैरह किधर है अरे वही तो है
A map of London and the surrounding area.
ओके, जाने का है वुडमंस गाइस। टैब ओपन केस भी गाइस। ये देखो, ये मैंने टास्क करने के अपने को। इन्वेस्टिगेट द मर्डर ऑफ पीटर कैरी। प्रोफाइल ऑफ द विक्टिम ब्लैक पीटर, born in 1845। ओके ओके ओके। अभी गया क्या हुआ? अरे घराच्या बाहेर निघत नाही तोपर्यंत लगेच पोचतात कसे काय मला समजत. ओय 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 ओय.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
ओ भाई एक मिशन तर आपलं कंप्लीट हो प्लीज. आय डोंट ड्राइव. हा गेम मला जरा तू आयडियासारखं वाटतोय. अरे हां, थोडा नाही म्हणजे पोस्ट त्याच्यामध्ये ते घोडे वगैरे नाही. होम्स माहीत असेल ना तो डिटेक्ट. अरे नाही रुको.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
ओके ओके. बाय द वे सेम तसाच आहे थोडाफार गेम. म्हणजे ऑलमोस्ट नाही
Inspector
बोलता येणार
Lestrade,
पण
when will you remove my
त्या
husband's
काळातलाच
body?
गेम आहे.
It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr.
आयडिया
Holmes.
2 पण मस्त है. वो तो वो
My
गेम को इज्जत है रे.
condolences, Mrs.
गेम
Carey.
को इज्जत है.
Thank you, Mr.
वो
Holmes.
झेपेगा नहीं ना, अपने को झेपेगा नहीं सब. मेरा प्लान था वो करने को. वो क्या करने का है? अच्छा हाँ, वो देखने का है. पेंडेंट और ये हाथ में के बाद बटन बटन नहीं. गार्डनिंग ग्लोव्स. बर्ड हाउस. ओके. ग्राफिक्स कडे जरी ग्राफिक्स हो गया. थैंक यू बोलेगा अभी.
Thank you, madam.
यस यस यस. याददाश्त इज्जत ही का याददाश्त भूलता नहीं है कभी. अरे हो गया ना. अरे ए भाई.
Thank you, madam.
ठीक कह सकते हो. नहीं 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 नहीं, ये भी नहीं. टोपी भाषा है ना कि नहीं इसकी. फुटप्रिंट्स.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
कौन देखता है बे फुट.
Peter
Murder
Carey's body is
मर्डर
inside
का
the
विषय है ना,
cabin.
समझ.
We took care
नहीं,
not to
देखना
touch
चाहिए.
anything.
देखना चाहिए. क्या बोल
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
अरे तू मेरे को मत सिखा रही. चलो उधर.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the
अरे
cabin.
तो खोल के
and tamper with the
रखना.
evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
क्या फोर्स किया अभी? वो ग्लोज वाला वो डाउट आ रहा है. ओके, स्क्रैचेस. क्या देखूँ?
These scratches are fresh.
अरे
You're right. Someone tried to force open
अरे इसको
the
कैसे
door.
समझा? स्क्रैचेस आर
I
फ्रेश.
swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
भाई
Now, a mysterious
तेरे को
visitor
कुत्ते
came
की भी
here
जरूरत
last
नहीं भाई,
night.
वो वास लेने की.
Well, he's not the man for the
भाई
job.
तूने देख के ही
This
पता
lock
लगा
is
ले.
not a
वाह
difficult one.
वाह वाह वाह.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
ओए ओए ओए.
What a terrible way to die.
अख्खा भाला घुसवलाय रे हार पर. भाई ऐसी दर्दनाक मौत किसी को ना दे. भाई 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 कुछ भी. अरे हाँ ना, माना कि वो शेरलॉक होम्स है लेकिन इतना भी नहीं.
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
बट इधर क्या करिए? ये अंदर कुछ तो भी. तम्बाकू भरी है रे. देखने से तम्बाकू ही लग रही है. अरे हाँ ना. ओके 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 ओके. कोई नहीं, मस्करी का विषय है थोड़ा. और क्या है?
Rum. A sailor's drink. Someone drank from this glass recently. It
इसको कैसे
seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death. Someone drank from this glass recently.
अरे दोनों ग्लास में से कौन पिएगा अभी? अरे कुछ भी. लाइक गोलचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे वाटतं. स्क्रीनवर एकच लाईक दिसतो. टोटली 7 लाईक्स. ओ भाई अरे नाही, ते मी आहे ना मॅन्युअली करतो ना, म्हणून मॅन्युअली करताय मी. ओ भाई 8 झाले रे. नाइस भाई, इतनी खुशी. लग रहा है भाई पुराने दिन वापस आके. गाइस 4 लोग देख रहे हो. ई भाई भाई भाई. अरे वो मैन्युअली करता हूँ ना मैं, तो इसलिए वो बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो तो ध्यान में. अभी दिखेगा आपको. गाइस थैंक यू देखने के लिए. 4 लोग देख रहे हो. अगर पसंद आया तो आपको लाइक करो. नहीं नहीं, लाइक करो. और पसंद आया तो सब्सक्राइब करने के 150 करने के. भाई भाई भाई. और एकदम परफेक्ट मधोमध मारलं ना, एकदम परफेक्ट सेंटर. इथे 50 इथे 50.
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
ओ भाई देखो, चेहरे को पता लगा. चेहरे को देख के इसने उसकी उम्र पता लगा ली. 50 और 50 और यंग यंग भी है. अरे वाह वाई नाइस नाइस. बैठो.
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise.
कौन
It is
कोण आहे
possible
स्ट्रीमवर
that
चॅटमध्ये
he
जरा
knew
हाय
his
करा प्लीज.
murderer.
अरे भाई 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 क्यों? अरे तन्वी जी वेलकम, स्वागत है आपका. ओपी
This man is in his...
Okay.
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
ओके.
Peter Carey
ये तो
was fully
possibility है.
dressed.
Nice.
He was not caught by surprise.
Nice.
It is possible that he knew his murderer. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
हे भाई इमेन्स नाही भाई, आर पार घुसलो. अरे मस्करी आहे का एवढा जोरात? देखा भी नहीं जा.
Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he
अरे
knew his murderer.
आजची वॉचिंग. अरे नाइस आईज क्यों देखने की. तो भाई अरे हाथ नहीं लगाना है ब्रो, उठा रहा है उसको पूरा। कि ये खोल नहीं सकते।
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the
भाई
pool of
भाई भाई
blood after the death of Peter Carey.
ये हो गया।
The
अरे हो
pattern
ना
of the
बस ना। अरे चाकू कशाला घेतला आता, आल्याने काम फिट नाही झालं का याचं? रोटेड है।
This wooden handle is plain and
ओके
solid.
ओके कोई विषय नहीं। गुड
This
हैंडल
wooden
यार।
handle is plain and solid. This wooden handle is plain and solid.
अरे वो सॉलिड मेरे को भी दिख रहा है, मैं वो मार्क पे दिखा रहा हूँ, वो जो बोलते उसको। अरे वो बड़ी बड़ी जहाज़ पे नहीं रहते क्या, तो वजन के लिए।
This wooden handle is
ओके ओके,
plain
नहीं
and
नहीं भाई,
solid.
वुडन हैंडल है भाई, स्ट्रॉन्ग है, मेरे को नहीं पता है कुछ। और अभी
The weapon fully
अरे हुआ ना बस ना। फिंगरप्रिंट्स नाही का दिसत? अरे असं का ऑप्शन वगैरे नाही आला मला अजून। देखना पड़ेगा इसमें।
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
ओके ओके ओके। 150 subs डन। क्या इधर बैक मत करो ब्रो। आईच्या गावात, आईच्या गावात 10 likes डन, सब गोल कंप्लीटेड। ओ भाई, ओ भाई, क्यों थिंक, अरे किधर फेडोगे रे तुम लोग ये? नहीं नहीं सॉरी, मैं किधर फेडूंगा ये सब? अभी थैंक यू 150 कंप्लीट करने के लिए, आभारी आप का नहीं, मेरी तरफ से मेरा अक्खा मंडल आभारी है आपके। ओके, लाइक्स 10 हो गए गाइस। मैं दोपहर को करके मतलब करूँ कि स्ट्रीम मतलब रेगुलर? फिर मेरा अभी अभी जस्ट लेक्चर ख़त्म हुआ 10 आधा घंटा पहले, और मैं डायरेक्ट आके इधर बैठ गया डायरेक्ट। भाई इधर लेक्चर बंद, इधर स्ट्रीम चालू। फिर हो, अरे भाई गलत हो यार तुम लोग, एक ही झटके में। लेकिन भाई थैंक यू गाइस। ओके ओके ओके, बनाते फिर से गेम पे। तो भाई ये 70 की बॉटल से क्या कॉपी है क्या उसकी?
Old navigation instruments, nothing interesting.
अरे
The murder weapon was probably taken from this rack.
अरे गाइस देखो ना, वो घुसा है तो पूरा ये, वो रस्सी बांधी है ना उधर से, वो अब लेफ्ट साइड वाला वो आखा घुसा है रे। नहीं रहे वो भी नहीं देख सकते क्या अपन यहाँ से? हाँ हाँ ये दिख रहा है, 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 कोई टेंशन।
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
शेल्फ शेल्फ में ये क्या है?
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An
ओके,
object
यहाँ
was
पे कुछ
taken
तो भी
from
था
here.
शायद.
It was larger than a book, a box or a small chest, perhaps.
अरे क्या संबंध बुक से राजा, मतलब बुक भी हो सकती ना उसकी वो त्याच्या साईजची.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
ओके, मैप.
Hammerfest. Dundee. It's a whaling map.
ओके ओके.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
ओज़ोप फैम. अरे ओ भाई भाई भाई. अरे भाई अकाउंट लेके घूम रहे हो रे तुम लोग. अरे हो गया नहीं इंस्पेक्शन इसका. ओ भैया. नहीं नहीं नहीं
These
नहीं, बड़ा है
boots don't match
बड़ा
the
है बड़ा है
footprints.
बड़ा है बड़ा है. उठाओ उठाओ. अरे बी स्टडी पाटील साहेब, वेलकम. पाटील कुर्ती लहान बुडवाला सो. अरे स्वागत है आपका. ओके ओके ओके.
Mr. Holmes?
हाँ बोला साहब. अरे मतलब ये इसकी मालकी नहीं क्या ये, और वो था वो जो नौकर था अभी समझ में आया क्या, जादू में आया क्या. वही पता है रे, समझ में आएगा नहीं. कुछ नहीं इसके पास.
Thank you, madam.
भाई भाई ट्रिपल नहीं दे सकते क्या अपन. अरे कुछ तो हिंट दो, इनके नाम पे आप ही कुछ.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
अरे हाँ वो मेरे को भी दिख रहा है ब्रो.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
हे तर झालं होतं ना आताच थोड्या वेळापूर्वी. अरे हाँ पता नहीं अभी क्या ढूंढने. अपन ने यहाँ पे गुड बिट चेक कर लिया.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
गुड भी चेक शायद.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
भाई शपथ, अरे हिंट तो दो. पेशेंस नहीं है मेरे पे, मेरे पास आई नहीं रुक सकता. क्या मसला. खुलता नहीं है क्या. नहीं 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 का भाई कुछ कुठला गेम आहे. अरे ये गेम है ना, क्राइम्स एंड पनिशमेंट, शेरलॉक होम्स का.
Mr. Holmes?
अरे आगे तो बोलो भाई, 2 बार तो बोल चुके मिस्टर होम.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
इस घर में ही कुछ होगा ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को. फिर देखा होगा यहाँ पे बुक.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
एकदम पर. ओके अरे बचा क्या? गिर गए. 2 दिन तो कंफर्म नहीं उठा.
The murder weapon was probably taken from this rack.
अरे हिंट आई वांट हिंट. ये देख लिया.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
इसको कैसे पता भी परफेक्ट, मतलब वो बुक के साइज से मतलब थोड़ी ज़्यादा है. उस साइज की भी हो सकती है ना बुक.
The tooth of a sperm
भाई
whale.
मतलब कुछ भी लॉजिक
Probably
लगाया.
from one of Peter Carey's catches.
अरे और कुछ नहीं है क्या बे? हेलो. तो कर कितना बार करूँ रे? अरे बैठे कैसन कैसन करत हो.
This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book. A box or a small chest, perhaps.
रुको 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 कुछ. एक सेकंड जरा, एक सेकंड कुछ तो भी हिंट मिले ये भी. अरे यहाँ पे तो कुछ नहीं. ओके गाइस, तुम लोग को देखो अगर कुछ होगा तो भाई. भाई भाई भाई. और बनता है क्या हाल चाल? भाई गली गली बॉय का भाई भूत चढ़ा है. मैंने गली बॉय देखी गई. गाइस गाइस गली बॉय. अरे वो डब्बा भी देखो ना कहाँ पे वगैरह दिसला ना भाई. नाइस.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
अरे मेरे पास कुछ है बोलने लायक. ठीक है चलो. एक सेकेंड और रुकना भाई. ऐसा लग रहा है भाई गलती कर दी मैंने. अरे गलती अच्छी सॉन्ग है ना. एक चाल. कैन यू प्ले वैलोरेंट? यस यस, वैलोरेंट भी खेलेंगे ब्रो। तुम अभी अभी चालू। स्वागत है आपका। शांत स्वागत है। वैलोरेंट भी खेलेंगे, कोई टेंशन। वैलोरेंट में कैसे है, मतलब अगर देखने वालों को मज़ा आ रहा होगा तो ठीक है ना, मतलब तो किनको मतलब वो गेम्स अच्छे नहीं लगते तो बात को, स्टोरी गेम पे ज़्यादा फोकस। ओके 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 ओके। गाइस अगर तुम लोग को कोई हिंट मिले तो बताना। शायद ये मेरे सामने ही रहेगा आसपास। ओ भाई, इधर भी जा। का कुछ लेना देना ही नहीं।
Rum.
ओके ओके। ऐक ना, नाईट बोटची डिस्कॉर्ड लिंक एक्सपायर्ड आहे. अरे हाँ, वो सेट करना पड़ेगा. मॅटर ही हो रहा है रे 2 दिन से. नुसती मॅटर. आईच्या गावात हे झालं तर ते तयारच आहे. वो हुआ तो वो तयारीच आहे. रुको, मैं करूँगा सेट. परमनंट वाली लिंक टाक. यस यस. आता लगेच टाकू का?
Mr. Holmes?
अरे रुको, बार बार स्पैम कर रहे हैं नाइट. 1 सेकेंड, सिर्फ 1 सेकेंड. नाइट बॉट फंड्स टू एस अलाउ 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 अलाउ. हो जाओ करना. अरे यार 1 सेकेंड. अगर आपको मैं बताऊँ, अगर आपको ये क्या बोलते हो, ये लिंक इधर गया भाई. ओए भाई, सबमिट फॉल्ट फॉल्ट में कुछ ओके कर दिया। अभी 1 सेकंड रुको, मुझे ये करने दो। और लिंक स्पैम हो रही है क्या? यस यस यस, हो रही है हो रही है हो रही। कोई सीन नहीं। डैशबोर्ड यस, हो गई गाइस, हो गई। ओके, ये फिर से थैंक यू साहिल, सांगायला धन्यवाद त्याबद्दल। थैंक यू थैंक यू। रिज्यूम टैब में जाए। Oh, shit. The outline just for now, perhaps. Guys, 1 सेकंड रुकना है, 1 सेकंड रुकना है। Hey girl.
Have you finished inspecting the crime scene?
अरे
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. The weapon fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. This man is in his 50s, yet he... The weapon... Peter Carey was fully dressed. Peter Carey... Peter Carey... The weapon...
भाई 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 अरे
The weapon... This blood is from the... Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
okay okay putting him oh खोल के नहीं दे सकते अरे सब तो कर लिया क्या करूँ अभी
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
ओ भाई नाइट
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
लगावत सीधा पानी को ठीक है मेरे को नहीं समझ An ambush must be made tonight if the break is obtained to be अरे मेरे को समझ ही नहीं किया
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Okay. Okay. Organize an ambush with the guard. Mysterious murder. Might return tonight to finish what he has built. रुको जरा रुको
Peter Carey was...
यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं
This place is... An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book, a box or a small...
Okay, okay, okay. Oh, भाई
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky,
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
ओके अभी कहाँ जाना है अभी कहाँ पे जाना क्या बात करनी है क्या फिर से वही अरे
Thank
नहीं
you,
यार
madam.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
एरिस क्या जा सकती है
This
Oh.
looks like the perfect hiding place.
ओके गाइस लाइक कर दो अगर किसी ने लाइक नहीं किया होगा तो आइए। ओ भाई 151 हो गए और 13 लाइक, नाइस। जो एक सेकंड कोड उड़ा रहा हूँ। ओके अभी सब्सक्राइबर्स अपन 150 और अपने लाइक हो गए गाइस 13। तो लग रहा है गाइस अगर मेरे को स्ट्रीम कर रहे हो तो ना कुछ हो सकता है, समझ रहे हो आप? समझ रहे हो क्या? गाइस मैं कभी इतने ज़ोर से घर पे बोलता नहीं हूँ, लेकिन कोई नहीं। चलो थैंक यू, आप देख रहे हो। ओए 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 ओए।
Shh.
Okay.
Did you hear that? There's someone there.
ये
I'm
शायद
gonna
वो
collar him.
एक
I'll
मिनट।
be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
बस तुम लोग को दिख रहा है क्या?
Mr. Holmes?
Mr.
ओके गाइस
All
लाइट
right,
भी
my
गिरे।
fine fellow. Who are you
Oh,
and
bhai.
what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't.
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't.
भाई ये क्या
I'm
करने आया
tired of
था इधर
this.
इतनी रात को?
Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't. I'm not. It's a terrible mistake.
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But
ओके
In light of
ओके
recent events,
ओके।
it seems evident
अरे
your
अननोन
coming here was
पर्सन जी
unnecessary. All the same,
विच गेम?
I'm
अरे
very
ये गेम है
grateful
ब्रो,
to you, Mr. Holmes.
क्राइम्स
You are
एंड
welcome,
पनिशमेंट,
Inspector.
शर्लॉक
But please don't be too
भाई
hard
कुछ
on our
नाम है,
young
हाँ वही
fellow.
नाम है।
I would
नहीं
like to
वही नाम
question
है
him
exact।
tomorrow morning.
वही नाम है, वही नाम है, शर्लॉक होम्स शॉर्ट। अरे वेलकम अननोन पर्सन जी, स्वागत है आपका, बस स्वागत है। ओपन केस बुक स्कॉटलैंड यार्ड। भाई नाइस। ये सिस्टम अच्छा, मतलब भाई क्लिक करो भाई उधर डायरेक्ट उधर। और भाई ये शायद कोर्ट ही है। ओके
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help
गाइस,
you?
अगर दो बंदे देख
Good
रहे हो
morning,
गाइस,
Constable.
अगर आपको अच्छा
I
लग
would
रहा है तो
like to
लाइक कर
speak
दो।
to the fellow who was arrested
अगर
at Woodman's
अच्छा लग
Lee
रहा है
last
मतलब
night.
लाइक तो करना ही है आपको,
The young
लेकिन अगर
man.
आपको मतलब
He's waiting in the
कंटेंट अच्छा लग
interrogation
रहा है तो
room. You can go straight
सब्सक्राइब भी
through.
कर देना।
His belongings are held in the evidence
आइए।
room.
ठीक
Thank you.
है ठीक है। क्या बोला मैंने? नाइच नहीं, ये सुनाइच रीच रीच।
Mr. Holmes?
वर्ड देख रहे हो? वर्ड जगह इसको पहचानो।
These are the suspect's belongings.
रिंग कहाँ पे मिली?
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what? These are a handkerchief with the initials JHN.
ओके ओके ओके। ये रिंग पे कुछ लिख। फ्रॉम आर डॉसन माय फ्रेंड एंड
And partner, 1883.
Okay.
From R. Dawson. To my friend, Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
ओके 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 ये भाई उसने उठा ली.
A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
अरे अच्छा अच्छा वो जो लड़का भी मिला है ना करने आता.
These
Carey
are the
उसका
suspects
सामान.
belonging.
ओके ओके जितमान.
Locked.
भाई ये कहाँ पे है सर. ए ओके यहाँ पे कुछ ओके यहाँ से आके
Mr. Holmes?
यहाँ पे एंट्री ही नहीं है. ए भाई फूकना मना है. हेलो
Mr. Holmes? Mr. At your service, Mr. Holmes.
अरे अरे नहीं क्या अरे नहीं take the crime scene at nice. फिर से आ गए हम. कॉपी का.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
अरे ये तो यहीं पे पड़ा है. इसको लेके जाओ यार. अरे ये सड़ जाएगा यहाँ पे. और इसको लेके जाओ रे. हेलो
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
अरे
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey...
ओके 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 अभी बोले.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
ये भी यहीं पे बैठी है अभी तक. अरे कुछ भी नहीं है ब्रो. शायद इसके घर जाने हैं. लेकिन ओके ओके शेरलिया शेरलिया हैशटैग शेरलिया गाइस. आने की डिट्टो मेरा भाई है. मेरा भाई मतलब मेरे जैसा ही है. पद्धत पूरा कचरा भर.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work. Brave Toby. The best nose.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At
Okay,
least
okay.
now you have...
A map of London and the surrounding.
अरे करना क्या है ब्रो? अरे कुछ तो ईंट दो. ओके, एनसाइक्लोपीडिया खोलने का. तो ब्रिटिश आर्किटेक्ट. बॉटनी में नहीं, मेडिसिन में नहीं, हिस्ट्री में नहीं, टेक्नोलॉजी में नहीं, आर्ट एंड आर्किटेक्चर में ये भी हो सकता है. मे बी हिंट विंट नहीं है क्या इसमें?
That is not the one I need. That is not the. That is not the one. That is not the. That is that is not. That is not the one I need. That is not. That is. That is not. That
अरे क्या, कौन सा, क्या सिलेक्ट करूँ मैं?
That is not-
फर्स्ट एड.
that is not the one I need.
Tuberculosis, the killer.
That is not the one I need.
Age.
That is not the one.
Soil. Botany.
That is that is not. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I
अरे
need.
1883 बैंक.
That is not.
भाई कुछ तो भी. और डाउनसन एंड आने लगते नहीं. So the 23rd largest bank. So the second largest on record. Liquidation of company is a pure full family. Okay, continue.
Here it is.
भी क्या करना?
Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Okay.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least...
अभी कहाँ पे जाऊँ? बेकर स्ट्रीट. तो आप ओके, कंटिन्यू. यहाँ पे
At your service, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes?
यहाँ पे भी कुछ नहीं.
These are the suspect's belongings. These abbreviations mean something, but what? A handkerchief. These abbreviations.
अरे यहाँ पे कुछ काय को उघड़ा रखा है मैंने.
Locked. Locked.
ओ अभी इससे बातचीत कर. ओके.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time,
भाई
but
भाई
it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress.
कि नोटबुक सी नाइफ गोल्ड रिंग गुड बुक.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know. I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh no, I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
And
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
ओके भाई कोई सीन.
The police
Eh?
seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
It has always belonged to me. Select the correct answer.
The police seized this
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
पर ये भी
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
अरे
The police.
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The police seized.
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
को अभी इसकी तलाशी लेने की. H Okay.
Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
भाई समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्या करने. Right?
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
क्या कहा गाइस, मेरे को लगा भाई 3 टास्क में काम फिट हो जाएगा, तो बढ़ती जा रहे भाई.
Mr. Holmes?
Locked. These are the suspect's belongings. These abbreviations mean something. But what? A pocket. A handkerchief with...
Okay.
At your service, Mr. Holmes. At your...
ब्लॉग पाहिजे म्हणजे त्याला परत ते न्यूजपेपरची इथे जाऊ. ब्लॉग पण डिडक्शन. Some of the facts may be interpreted differently. You can always change of the crime.
This is where my arc. My...
टोपी बदल लेते. थोड़ा कैसे रहे.
My...
Okay.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No. But we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible. But if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before.
No, big
on the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's. I need to take a harpoon with me.
वो होता क्या है लेकिन मेरे को वो नहीं पता है.
I need to take a harpoon
हार्पून
with me.
हार्पून क्या होता है रे? हार्पून. तो वहाँ पे ओके. यहाँ से वो भाला उठाना है उसके बाद वहाँ पे. ओके.
Peter Carey was... That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment.
चलो अभी जाना है वहाँ पे. चलो चलते हैं. सावन आई.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't
Guys,
say
रुको,
that
मैं
I
पानी
like
पी
the
के आ रहा हूँ.
smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Holmes, you should aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
ओ भाई अपने को खुद. ओके.
The
Oh my.
harpoon has struck the body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it.
अरे भाई बहुत हार्ड है क्या? क्या insufficient?
Holmes, you should... The harpoon...
अरे ओ.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
यहीं पे चलना होगा ना. ये बैठा है मस्त.
Good gracious, you caught someone.
ओए
Good gracious.
My archive. I can always consult with it.
यहाँ पे नहीं जाने चाहिए. यहाँ पे आने ही. यहाँ पे मर्डर हुआ है.
Thank you, madam. It seems that the garden was well maintained. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. The weapon Peter Carey was fully
शायद फिर से वहाँ पे जाना है. स्टेशन. चलो चलते हैं. चलो चल. चलो चल. चलो चलते हैं. चलो चलते हैं.
Mr. Holmes? At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Hey. Puppy. Hey, आप.
locked.
Okay, okay. ये तो हो गया ना अपना.
Well, I will see you.
Please.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
क्या गावत.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
ये भी नहीं है. अरे क्या है.
So,
The ring is mine.
Earrings. Other
no,
jacket.
Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else. most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
अभी कहाँ पे जाना अभी कहाँ पे जाना है जाना कहाँ पे है लो क्या बोले यहाँ पे ओपी चलो गाइस फिर से चिकन करो
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
यहाँ पे तो कुछ
1883. That's the one I need. This
Yes.
is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This, log notes for June. Nothing unusual. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away. Log notes. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign. Dundee. Hammerfest.
भी अपने को जाना है वहाँ पे ओ भाई हाँ रे हेलो सर जी अरे हेलो ओ भाई 15 लाइक्स हो गए सर एक सेकंड ओके चलो फिर से गेम पे जाते हैं.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard,
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now.
Oh भाई.
But I have
Oh
another
भाई.
solution.
Oh भाई.
I'll call in the specialist.
and who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang.
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Okay, ये क्या ढूंढने? अबे ढूंढने का क्या है?
This is where I keep my archive. What?
He's right across the street. You can give him a sign from the window.
अरे ये क्या है?
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Okay, चलो. स्टेशन नहीं, सॉरी, कोर्ट जाना है. कोर्ट में जाने का है रे. चलो. ओए.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told
अरे
me
भाई ये
that at the
बंदूक
time
आगे
of his
जैसे क्यों दिख रहा है
arrest,
मेरे को?
the fellow was
यहाँ पे
writing
नंबर
a
में.
letter.
ये जहाँ पे
Do you
रहता था
have
ना,
it?
वहाँ पे ना.
Of course.
यहाँ पे.
It's in the evidence
I
room,
mean,
at your disposal. Admit that for
Like
once,
same-
Mr.
same.
Holmes,
I'd be
Scotland
me-
Yard is a step ahead.
कैरेक्टर भी वही टाइप का भाई, मूड भी उतनी ही,
Breathtaking.
चेहरा भी उतना ही गोल, ऐसा गोल, भाई कटिंग भी वैसी ही सेम. मैं बंडू बुलाएगा अच्छा.
Mr. Holmes?
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is?
भाई यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं. अरे ये किधर गया? अरे
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong. What am I doing here? I've done...
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you.
भाई ये
But
नया
you're not
कैरेक्टर है
getting
भाई,
any
कोई तो
more
भी ये
than
नया
that.
कैरेक्टर है. वेट
Well, we shall see.
ओके. इसको इसको भी अभी ये करने का, इसको परखेंगे अभी अपन. ओल्ड स्कार. handkerchief with crested tip. Okay. Plant. ओ भाई इसके शूज वैसे लग रहे हैं मेरे को. Gardener hand.
That's all for now.
यहाँ पे कुछ तो भी कंप्लीट हो. ओके. ऐड हो गया ना. लाइम हर्टली.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
बेकर स्ट्रीट चलते हैं अभी.
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk. This case is more interesting than I first imagined. A new suspect,
क्या करें
but
अभी?
this one refuses to talk.
अरे वो आंटी 2 दिन से वहीं पे
Brave
ही कह
Toby.
रहे.
The best nose in the British
उसको
Empire.
बोलो कुछ भाई, कुछ घर का काम भी कर ले. हेलो.
My art. This. My archive. I can.
यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं गाइस. नहीं यहाँ पे नहीं जाना है. पे जाना है. अभी तो
These foot.
quite larger.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
अरे इसको लेके जाओ ना. हेलो. इसको लेके जाओ ब्रो. इसको लेके जाओ. अभी चलो वहाँ पे चलते हैं. अभी जा सकते हैं.
I'm not saying another word.
भाई एटीट्यूड तो है बन
How was the investigation?
भाई करने का क्या है वो तो बताओ एग्जामाइन द लाइन टेंस रूम आउटलाइन ऐसे भी उसने बताया क्या
These are the suspect's belongings. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
ओके और ये वो
The
फटा हुआ
stains
पेज
are
है शायद
fresh. A pen? Nothing. These
Okay.
are the suspect's A pen? Nothing unusual about it.
ओके ओके यहाँ पे कुछ चलो शायद अभी जो शूज़ मिले शायद यहाँ पे मैच करके देखो चलो यहाँ पे वुमेन स्लीप पे जाना है चलो 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 लगा दो घोड़ा वाली वाला भी तो ऐसा आया हुआ है क्या बार उधर उधर इधर नहीं इधर नहीं इधर नहीं इधर नहीं इधर
These boots match the footprints exactly.
ओ भाई भाई क्या है भाई ये तो मैच करके देख ली चलो आईच्या गावात इधर उधर आईच्या गावात अरे नहीं बे एक ही बार बताओ ना यहाँ पे क्या करने का है बस हाँ दूंगी जाने कितने गिले
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
जिंदगी से फासिल है ये भाई रुको
Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Gardener. Okay,
Because
nice,
you
nice,
are the
nice.
gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा
did
मतलब ये gardener
I
है और
observed
वो
your
मालिक है
hands.
शायद वो
They
जो
told
बेटी
me
हुई
that
थी
you
वो
work
उसकी
with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your
okay,
trousers
okay.
indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, you got me. Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
Okay, तो वो box है वो
That's all for now.
okay मेरे को समझा.
What am I doing here? I've done...
तो guys जो वहाँ पे जो dust थी ना वो dust वाला issue तो आसिफ इसने उसका ही उठा लिया. वहाँ पे ये इटली का कुछ सामान का पेटी था. तो ना बात को okay.
It seems that this place is not covered with dust. An object was taken from here. It was larger than a book, a box or a small chest, perhaps.
ये भी नहीं खुलता. भाई खुलता नहीं है तो भाई वो अंदर मेन बत्ती क्यों लगा के रखी मेरे को?
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
ओके यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है. यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं. चलो जिससे वहाँ पे जाना है अपने अड्डे पे लिविंग पे जाना है अपने ऑफिस पे जाने का. चलो भाई. अरे भाई जो भी देख रहे हो भाई लाइक कर देना. नहीं हो तो लोग वहाँ पहुँच गए.
A new suspect, but this one refuses to talk.
अरे वो आंटी को बोलो रे वहाँ से हट जाओ यार.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
Oh
First
my-
condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
पहले ब्लू लेना है. Okay. उसके बाद क्या कौन सा लेना है? थर्ड रिएजेंट ऑरेंज बोला है ना. भाई केमिस्ट्री लैब में मतलब 12 के बाद अभी डायरेक्ट 12 के बाद अभी ट्वेल्थ के बाद भी देखा रे, तो क्या बोलती चंचू पात्रा ऐसा कुछ भी बोलती उसको फ्लास्क। ए नहीं 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 नहीं, ये गलत किया रे।
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
ओ भाई, फिर से कैसे करूँ? पहले फिर से देखना होगा। पहला ये है तो पहला ये रहा। सेकेंड, ओए थर्ड है ये ब्लू, ये नहीं है, ये भी यही है। अभी फिर से यही है। वो बता रहा है मैं। अरे मेरे को बताओ ना एक बार फिर से। ओ कहाँ है तो? एक सेकेंड मैं स्किप करता हूँ। ऐसे करेंगे।
My
अरे गया
analysis
वो।
table. It is useful for my work.
क्या फालतू ये रे, हट। लास्ट अबे
My analysis table.
को गावत रही है, वो जाना नहीं चाहिए भाई, वो कुछ रहे कर पाएंगे अपनी पॉसिबिलिटीज है। पंद्रह तीन मैंने उसको बहुत करके देख। नहीं रहे मौत। ओ भाई 16 लाइक हो गए। क्यों? तो ओ यस
I
यस
need to prepare a chemical agent that is
गाइस, बाय द
capable
वे
of
अपने
removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction. First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
ओके ओके देखते हैं कि कंडीशंस क्या है। 7 एजेंट रिएजेंट पूरा ऐड करने के, तो ऑरेंज थर्ड होगा। ये तो पहला है तीन को डालते हैं। ओके तो उसके बाद ऑरेंज थर्ड है ना, तो उसके बाद अपन डालते हैं कलरलेस। कलरलेस सेकेंड ये डालते हो। ऑरेंज के बाद फिर से एक ऑरेंज, उसके बाद क्या हो भाई, अबे नहीं हुआ। पहला है डार्क ब्लू, अभी देखते हैं डार्क। डार्क डाल बाद डालते हैं डालते डार्क के बाद डालते हैं ऑरेंज। ऑरेंज रेड के बाद फिर डालते हो
Done. Now I can proceed further.
ओए
Let us see if the content of this letter sheds a little light upon the mystery. I did as you asked and hid them well. Interesting. How would Hurtley react to this?
चलते स्कॉटलैंड यार्ड. ओके चलो चलो यार्ड पे. ओके क्या हो जाएगा? अच्छा घर पे जा. ये बंदूक रखा.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Rhodes?
कोई काम नहीं
Do you have any idea who the
है.
Please escort this suspect
चलो रो, इसको
for
लोग आले में लो
interrogation.
इसको.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
Never mind.
ओए
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you hide?
Hide? What are you talking about?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley. That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at Woodman's Lee.
What am I...
ओके अभी अपनी बात. इधर एक सेकंड रुकना, मैं आ रहा हूँ. तो मैं आ गया हूँ. अरे फ़ोन की चार्जिंग ज़रूरी है. वो ढूंढने पे तो छुपा के रखे. पे भी नहीं.
It seems that the garden was well maintained. locked.
नहीं जा सकता।
Madam, we have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam. Let's see what could be hidden here.
ये हो बॉक्स था।
Let us see what is in this box.
ओए खुल गया खुल गया खुल गया। ओ भाई
A bundle of letters.
मेरे को नींद जैसे सब पढ़ने में।
It seems that the garden was well maintained. This place is not... An object was taken from here.
नहीं
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. We lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that? Yes.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
अरे भाई सही
You
आंसर
have... He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
वेलकम गार्डन में हो सकता है मे बी
You have indeed...
Yes.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
romantic correspond
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
No, I do not know. I do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Thank you, madam.
Eh.
It seems that the garden... This man is in...
उसको लेके जाओ यार, उसको लेके जाओ यार, मस्करी नहीं.
Mr. Holmes?
I'm not saying.
Mr. Holmes?
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
कुछ नहीं, कुछ नहीं.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea?
Baker. Baker Street.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
My analysis... My arc... This is where... My archive. I can... My arc...
एक कपड़े बदल. Like so. वहाँ
Leave me alone, please.
This man is in his 50s. Peter Carey was fully dressed. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon. The weapon, Peter Carey was impaled. The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches. It seems that the garden was well maintained.
करना क्या
Mr. Holmes? At your service, Mr. Holmes.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected. No, that's not it.
8532
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however. These are the a pen? Nothing. These are the These abbreviations mean something. But what? These are the suspects. A handkerchief. A
I'm not saying...
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
अरे हाँ वो डायरी इसकी थी ना
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Tell me.
I was trying to find some information about my father.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belong to my family, but I could not find them there.
पकड़ा गया
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young.
I'm not saying...
At the crime scene. अभी कहाँ?
What am I doing here?
Say. Yes. Okay.
It seems that the garden was well maintained. The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded. Someone... The initials P... This aroma is familiar, but to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
Agree. Wait. अरे हो अरे
Yes. This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors. The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded. Dundee. Hammerfest. It seems that the garden was well maintained.
यहाँ पे भी कुछ
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
I'm not saying...
What am I doing here? I've done nothing.
These are the suspects. These abbreviations mean something. But what? These a handkerchief. A handkerchief with the initials JHN. A pocket knife.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see. This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now. This is interesting. This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
peace.
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
Sometime late.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
और भी है।
Leave me alone, please.
It seems that the garden was well maintained. Someone drank rum. Rum. The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that...
ठीक है, ये बॉडी अभी जा चुके। हॉट एंड हार्ड।
Mr. Holmes?
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea?
I'm not saying...
What am I doing here? I've done nothing.
Mr. Holmes?
These are the suspect's belongings. A pocket. These abbreviations mean a handkerchief with the initials JHN. These are the suspect. A pen. A pen.
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
What should we do next, Holmes?
My archive. This is where my archive.
इसे करते हैं क्लोज। गाइस वेट में तो गाइस लग गया अभी मैं। हाँ कैप चालू। नाइस। डेस्कटॉप साउंड क्या खेला जाए और खेले नहीं, पहले ना आर्केड खेलते आर्केड में मत। ठीक शॉर्ट के साथ तो गेम अपना पबजी फायदा। जाएगा मुझ ओए शिट भाई VSS ओए नाइस शिट ओए M24 से हेडशॉट चलो गाइस, ऑलमोस्ट 4 बजने को तो देखते हैं यार कौन सा। ए भाई क्या हो रहा है? तो रात को देखते हैं कौन सा गेम खेलना। वैलोरेंट ने तो ट्राई किया। सो मच गाइस, अपनी 150 क्रॉस हो गए हैं। तो चलो अपन कल कल नहीं रात, सॉरी, तो बाय, फिर बनाते हैं रात को। यही बाय, किधर गए अभी? चलो बाय गाइस।
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero?